Welcome to the Spirit Truth Life podcast. This episode is in the series Building the Life You Want, and it's entitled Learning How to Fight and Learning How to Win. I am your host, Elizabeth Ford, and I'll jump right into the message, and I hope it will benefit you. There is this popular ancient quote that says, "The meek shall inherit the earth." I thought about that quote a lot because, to be honest, at first I didn't fully really understand it. Roughly translated, it means those who have swords but keep them sheathed shall inherit the world. It has a lot to do with restraint and how disciplined an individual is at their core. People tend to think that meek is weak when it comes to ultimate strength, though. That is strength under control. It's like a winner is someone who never lets a loss stop them. It's like a winner is someone who never lets a loss stop them. It's like a winner is someone who never lets a loss stop them. They press. They press. You have to press. That really is the differentiator between those who succeed and those who fail. The people that succeed never give up, and they press on no matter what obstacle stands in their way. People who get ahead, who accomplish things, who do amazing things in life, often have a trail of failures, losses, mishaps along the way, but they have this perseverance and this drive to press on and succeed no matter what opposes them or stands in the way of their success. Life isn't a game. It's a series of games. Games have winners and losers. The key is to learn how to win and learn from the losses to get better at the winning. The next obvious question one might ask is, well, how do I win at life? The answer is much more complicated. You see, it depends on what kind of life you want to have. It also depends on what you want as an individual and consider winning. I had this basketball coach growing up, and if we would win the game, he would say, you had determination, you had intensity, and you had the desire to win more than that other team. If we lost the game, he would say, did you? He would say, did you? And he said it with passion. The D stood for determination. The I for did you bring the intensity? And the final D stood for did you have the desire to win? All three are key to success. Our motivation, our passions, our desires, or how we think about outcomes, or even how we think about ourselves, are the very indicators that determine what level of success we can achieve. The answer varies for many people based on personality, individual goals, likes, and preferences. Still, there are universal predictors that indicate who will win and who will lose more often than not. It serves us well to learn and apply them if we want to take victory laps in our spheres of influence one day. One key element to predict winning potential is truth. One key element that predicts winning potential over all others is truth. People who tell the truth and are honest are trusted, and trust is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. My favorite uncle used to tell me, if people trust you, they will buy what you are selling. This good piece of advice was given upon embarking in my first sales job, and it served me well as I outsold all of the more experienced senior salespeople simply by being honest with customers and truly telling people what their options were and what was available to them. I also told them why I would select or choose certain product over others and genuinely worked to understand those key differentiators. This worked really well, and the results won me the coveted top salesperson role. Some of you want to get ahead, but you aren't sure how to make that move. You start small, start with a single focus goal. It could be something like this. For the next week, I'm going to tell the truth no matter what. I'm not going to come into any agreement with anything I don't truly agree with. This sounds so simple, but it really isn't, because it's radical enough to transform your life. You see, people have to shake hands and sign contracts because they realize that just by shaking a hand these days doesn't always mean honesty or guarantee trust. It used to be you could shake hands with people and you knew that that meant that deal was sealed and you didn't have to worry about betrayal. But we all know that there's many lawyers employed these days because people don't keep their word. Contracts are broken, covenants are broken, and if you stand out with honesty, you make impact in this world. You see, if you set your desires in life in such a way that what you aim to do is the highest possible good that you can personally achieve, and what that often looks like is how you help others succeed. It is amazing how everyone and everything around you comes into alignment with this idea. My friend would say, wave particles are collapsing all around you, as if the conscious observer, who's you, or those watching you, or someone beyond, is now fully focused on watching your life develop. It's like the narrative of adventure where you leave the safety and security of what you know and you venture out into the venturous unknown, where adventure really is. To put it in other terms, you are intentionally deconstructing your life to be who you really are. That sounds counterintuitive, but with this type of singular focus and intentionality, the results can be amazing. This helps you become the best version you were created and fashioned to be. We fear leaving the safety and security of what we know because we're afraid that out there might just be an enemy. We are hardwired for this kind of thinking, but really enemies only confront in us a way that they show us the things about ourselves that we really don't want to see. We go into this fight or flight response, and others flee instead of pressing into self-awareness. But self-awareness and confronting the things that we fear in life is where actual growth and potential is. The real victory is having that enemy that we overcome, and the battle itself teaches us to become more than overcomers, which we are destined and designed to be. Everybody loves the story of the person who goes out as a knight and overcomes the enemy, the serpent, the dragon. It's a story as old as time, and it's the common theme in most of our literature, most of our movies, and our popular plays. To summarize, we need to be trustworthy by telling the truth and not agreeing with any falsehood. This could be external lies or inward lies. Things we believe, like, I'm not good enough to confront the dragon. Mindsets, I could never win. When we come into agreement with those types of lies, we say we can't, we aren't good enough, etc. Or perhaps it's a tape recorder of things we heard when we were children that we haven't overcome yet. We train ourselves to become that person by repetitive thoughts, repetitive actions, that lead to habits that we embrace as truth, when really all we need to do is take out the lie and practice telling the truth with ourselves first and foremost, but always being truthful to others. Beyond this lies adventure, where we train ourselves to be victorious and to be overcomers. When you tell the truth, people trust you, and when people trust you, they try to benefit you and others, and it builds a mutual relationship. This is the key to why some relationships fail, because there's a lack of trust, and love trusts all things. So if you have that lack of trust, you have a lack of love, and in some cases those relationships can be almost seemingly beyond repair, when reality is, if you start to tell the truth and you strive to be honest, you can rebuild most relationships. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Tell others the truth. Tell yourself the truth. Give people a reason to trust you and help them succeed, and you will find success. Solve a problem for someone else. You can either create or capitalize on something already created. For some of you, you like to create. That's in your nature. For others of you, you don't feel like you have the ideas to jumpstart or create something new, but you can certainly see areas or places or ideas where things can be improved. Both are beneficial. Both can lead to success. Make something or take something already made and you can make it better. I hope you enjoyed this first Spirit Truth Life motivational message and that you will apply these concepts that are simple but yet profound to your life and see beneficial results. May you find life and encouragement and joy in your journey. I am Elizabeth Ford. If this message benefited you and you would like to support the work of this channel, select that link to do so below. Please like and subscribe and share this content with a friend or family member that you feel it will bless.